Hi, if you watch this video, you're probably not sure if you should do fellowship or not, but I'm here to help. My name is Kirill, I'm a third-year internal medicine resident, and I decided to take the hospitalist path, so I really hope that my experience can help you make your decision. I started residency full of confidence that I want to be gastroenterologist, but after my intern year, I started to question that. Do I really need to be a specialist? Is it worth 3-4 more years in training? I'm already 30. When should I start enjoying my life? These were my daily thoughts. I kept going back and forth. I'll be hospitalist. No, I'll be specialist. No, I'll be hospitalist. If you're going through the same thing, oh my god, I feel you. This is so emotionally draining. One day, I was driving to pick up a pizza that I ordered for dinner. A few days earlier, I decided to take the hospitalist path. And then, suddenly, it hit me. What am I doing? Did I give up on fellowship just because it is the harder path? Wasn't that my dream? I will definitely regret it. That was too much drama. I was anxious because I did not really have a good plan. And I barely knew what being a hospitalist is, because now it seems like I made the best decision ever. And choosing a hospitalist doesn't really mean that you can't match into fellowship later. Oh, and apparently, that day I was just probably really hungry. Alright, let's shed a light on what is it like to be a hospitalist. As you very likely know, hospitalist is a general medicine doctor who cares for acutely ill patients with any kind of internal medicine pathology. Patients come to the ED with, let's say, shortness of breath, or fever, or abdominal pain, hematemesis, you name it. If patient doesn't need surgery or mechanical ventilation, very likely hospitalist is going to take care of them. And hospitalist can decide if he wants to involve a specialist if he needs help with something. As a hospitalist, you can do a lot of things if you're comfortable, like procedures, central lines, paracentesis, thoracentesis, lumbar punctures, sometimes even intubations in teaching hospitals or in rural hospitals. You can do all of this. Using POCUS for bedside assessment becomes more and more popular in hospital medicine. And it's not just an interesting skill to learn. POCUS, or point-of-care ultrasound, is extremely helpful in patient care. I can't stress this enough. It's truly an amazing instrument. If you want to spice up your days, then you can find a position with Open ICU. I realize that not many people know about this Open ICU concept, maybe because it's more popular in rural settings. So when hospital doesn't have many critically ill patients, it's not very practical to hire intensivists. So they give all ICU beds to hospitalists. And hospitalists manage very sick patients on their own. If you have any questions, if you don't know what to do, many places offer online intensivist help. Where you can give them a call or you can text them and they can review the chart, the labs, and help you. Since I mentioned rural setting, if you're comfortable being the only doctor around, okay with procedures, Open ICU, codes, maybe you're considering to do the Palm Crate Fellowship later, then it can be a very good option for you. Also, salary is usually on the higher end of the spectrum. I've personally seen an offer of $375,000 per year with same old 7-on, 7-off model. Plus the sign-on bonus can be huge, can be 6 figures. Another type of hospitalist position is academic hospitalist. Do you want to teach students and residents, do some research? Maybe you want to subspecialize in the future, then academic position is perfect for you. You will be working in a large institution with very strong funding, very smart people. The only downside to this attractive option is that salary is usually way lower than average. You can expect to see offers in range $210 to $250. If you prefer working nights, then you can take only night shifts. This is called nocturnist. The salary is usually higher by 20-30,000, but I personally hate working nights. If I sleep during the day, I become very cranky. It messes up with my exercise routine. And to me, it's just a very bad lifestyle if you have family. If you like working nights, please share in comments why you like to suffer. One last thing. If you're worried that artificial intelligence will take over your profession, this is not going to happen with Hospitalist. You will need to communicate a lot with patients and their families, do a lot of care coordination, solving discharge problems. All of this require a real human to manage. Hey, ChatGPT, do you think artificial intelligence will take over hospitalists?
Nope. AI might help with the paperwork, but it can't replace human care.
So let's summarize. We will compare hospitalist versus specialist. First, if you want to do hospitalist right away, you can enjoy attending's lifestyle, practice medicine the way you think is best, finally buy whatever you want, or you can keep living as a resident and pay off your debt, invest your money. Basically, you are free. As a fellow, you go through residency one more time. Next, as hospitalist, you don't focus on any specific organ system. As a specialist, you are limited to one area, but you have more expertise in it, which can be more intellectually fulfilling. Next is kind of a consequence of last one. Being specialist, consider it more prestigious if it's important for you. Average salary of hospitalist is $300,000. Lower in academia, higher in rural setting. You can take additional shifts, you can do locums if you're not on visa. In other words, you're 100% not gonna be broke. For specialists, depending on the field, some may earn less than $300,000, some may make twice of it, like GI or cardio. But they also work a lot, way more than 7 on, 7 off. And when you think about salary, don't forget that hospital schedule is usually 7 on, 7 off, from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Think about it. You work half a year. As a specialist, you very likely gonna work more, especially in the beginning, with some more flexibility later. As a hospitalist, you don't have any continuity of care. So if it's something important to you, please be aware. Most of the patients you will discharge and never see again. Last one is for IMGs. If you're on J1 visa, becoming a hospitalist after residency moves you a few years closer to green card and eventually citizenship, as you can do your waiver job and apply to green card after 3 years of working in the underserved area. It is way easier to find waiver job as a general doctor than a specialist. That is a huge advantage. Now let's talk about money. One of the biggest advantages of choosing hospitalist is that you are starting to make good money right after residency. Salary of $250,000 places you in top 5% earners in the United States. It doesn't mean that you will be extremely wealthy, but if you manage it wisely and invest, you can build substantial wealth over time. Let me show you something. Imagine you signed a contract for $300,000. Sounds great, right? How long will it take your colleague specialist to catch up to your total earnings? So your salary will be fixed $300,000 as a hospitalist. Let's assume you don't take any additional shifts, don't get any productivity bonuses or raises. Your specialist colleague will be making $70,000 per year for 3 years as a fellow, and then $400,000 as a specialist. We'll base this calculation on living in a mid-sized city. For example, we'll take capital of New York State, Albany, and let's use post-tax numbers for accuracy. So, hospitalist salary post-tax will be this, fellow's salary post-tax is this, and specialist salary post-tax is this. As a hospitalist, you will hit 1 million mark by the end of the 5th year. As a specialist, in the beginning of 7th year. And specialist will catch up to hospitalist only in the beginning of the 11th year, right here. What if you invest? The gap can be even larger due to compound growth. To summarize what I just said, if work-life balance is important to you and you don't have any particular area of interest in medicine, then Hospitalist might be a perfect fit for you. In my next video, I will dive into the process of the job search from the perspective of a visa-requiring IMG. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please support my channel with your likes and comments. I would really appreciate your feedback, and we'll see you next time.